What if I told you that a single coin hiding in your change jar could be worth a life-changing $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right, a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark could be the golden ticket to your dream lifestyle. But, are you ready to find it before it's too late? Because these coins are rare, valuable, and not staying unnoticed for long. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll uncover the secrets behind this legendary quarter, how to identify it, what makes it so valuable, and why every second you delay could cost you a fortune. It's 1965. The Beatles are topping charts, the US is racing to the moon, and a quiet mistake at the US Mint creates a coin so rare it becomes a collector's holy grail decades later. The 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter dollar isn't just any quarter, it's a time capsule, a fluke, and a jackpot rolled into one mark. Here's the kicker: while millions of 1965 quarters were struck, the few that were mistakenly minted on silver blanks instead of copper nickel are what make collectors weak at the knees. And without the S or D mint mark, their value skyrockets. But how do you know if you're holding one of these life-changing treasures? Don't worry, we'll get there soon. First, let's talk about why these coins are so rare in the first place. Alright, let's talk dollars and cents, actually, millions of dollars. Why would someone spend $1.5 million on a quarter? The answer lies in rarity, demand, and, honestly, a little sprinkle of collector obsession. The 1965 transition from silver to copper nickel quarters, emphasizing the rarity of those accidentally struck on silver planchets, add excitement. The value of these coins is fueled by their scarcity and their perfect condition. Here's a fun fact: most people think their 1965 quarters are ordinary, meaning these treasures often go unnoticed in coin collections, flea markets, and even your pocket change. Talk about hiding in plain sight. I mean, if I had $1 or a quarter for every person who didn't check their old coins, I'd, well, have a lot more quarters. But here's the burning question: how can you spot this elusive $1.5 million quarter? Let me break it down. This is where the rubber meets the road, or should I say, where the quarter meets the microscope. Steps to identify the coin: inspect the mint mark. Look for quarters without an S or D mark below the eagle on the reverse side. Check the weight. Normal 1965 quarters weigh 5.67 grams, but silver ones are slightly heavier at 6.25 grams. Pro tip: a cheap digital scale can make all the difference here. Listen for the ring. Silver coins have a distinct, higher-pitched ring when tapped lightly. And if you're lucky enough to find one, here's what you need to do immediately: get it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Because without that certification, you're just another person with a shiny quarter. Quick reality check: don't be the person who sells it at face value because they just wanted a soda. That's a $1 million mistake. But wait, there's one more thing you need to know before you cash in. And trust me, this final tip could be the difference between a big payday and a costly mistake. So, what's stopping you from checking your coins right now? Somewhere out there, someone is finding their golden ticket, or should I say, silver quarter. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a jar of old change, the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is proof that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below, because who knows? Your story could be the next one we feature, about turning a simple coin into a $1 million miracle. And remember, time is money. So, start digging. What if I told you there's a humble coin sitting in pockets, drawers, or jars that could turn you into a millionaire overnight? That's right. One single Washington quarter from 1995, a small piece of metal, might be worth an astonishing $1.40 million. Sounds like a dream? Well, dream no more, because today, I'm revealing the exact details about this rare gem, how to identify it, and why collectors are going absolutely wild over it. But before we dive in, here's a question for you: when was the last time you checked your spare change? If your answer is, I can't remember, stay tuned, because you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it, and stick around till the end, because I'll reveal why this coin is worth so much and how you can cash in on its incredible value. Don't skip a second, you won't want to miss a life-changing opportunity. To understand why the 1995 D-Mint mark Washington quarter has become a legend in numismatics, we need to go back to the mid-90s. It was an era when coins were mass-produced, yet hidden among billions of ordinary quarters was a rarity that would later send shockwaves through the coin-collecting community. This particular coin wasn't special at first glance, just another quarter used for parking meters or bubblegum machines. But here's the twist: a unique production error occurred at the Denver Mint in 1995. This error made the coin an anomaly, an unintentional masterpiece, if you will. It boasts subtle yet distinct characteristics that make it highly coveted by collectors. But wait, let me pause here. How many quarters have you held in your life? Hundreds? Thousands? What if just one of them could buy you a mansion, a yacht, or even fund your dream retirement? Pretty exciting, right? Now, let's dig into what makes this coin a unicorn in the world of numismatics. Here's where things get really fascinating. The 1995 D Washington quarter's worth doesn't come from gold or silver, it's not even made of precious metals. Its value lies in its imperfections. Experts have found that the rarest versions of this coin feature a double-die obverse. This means the lettering and imagery, like George Washington's profile or the inscriptions, appear slightly doubled, almost as if the coinmaker's hand had slipped. Now, here's the kicker: this error wasn't intentional, but it turned an ordinary 25 cents into a jaw-dropping $1.4 million payday. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for one quarter. Imagine finding that kind of treasure in your sock drawer, but there's more. Only a handful of these coins are confirmed to exist, which is why collectors are scrambling to get their hands on one. The rarity, combined with the dramatic story of its creation, has made this coin a legend. Quick question: do you have a piggy bank gathering dust somewhere? You might want to check it after this video, because that small step could change your life forever. Oh, and don't go anywhere yet. I'm about to reveal how to spot these coins and why their value might skyrocket even further in the coming years. And now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is the $1 million jackpot. First, check for the D Mint mark, located on the coin's front, just below the year. That's step 1. Step 2? Look for the telltale signs of a double-die obverse. Use a magnifying glass to inspect Washington's profile, the word Liberty, or the date. These features should appear slightly doubled. Got one that fits the description? Congratulations, you could be holding the holy grail of quarters. But don't rush to sell it just yet. You'll need to get it authenticated and graded by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC. This ensures buyers trust its value, and here's the golden rule: don't undervalue your treasure. Auctions have seen these coins fetch astronomical sums, and with demand on the rise, prices are expected to climb even higher. Imagine this for a moment: you're sitting in an auction room, or even better, at home, watching as bids climb higher and higher, all for a coin you nearly overlooked. That could be your story. The time to act is now. Millions of quarters are out there, but only a rare few hold the key to financial freedom. Don't let hesitation be the reason you miss out on life-changing wealth. Imagine holding a coin in your hand worth $1.3 million. Yes, a simple Washington quarter from 1995 could be the key to transforming your life forever. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so special and whether you have a treasure hiding in plain sight. Most of us pass by coins every single day, giving them little thought. But here's a wake-up call. In 1995, something extraordinary happened at the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. A Washington quarter with the P Mint mark was struck, like millions of others. But one of these coins became a legend. Today, collectors are willing to pay over $1.3 million for this rare piece of history. Think about it: you could have tossed this $1 million quarter into a vending machine for a $1 soda. I mean, imagine explaining that to your financial advisor. So, what makes this coin worth so much? Why are collectors in a frenzy over a coin that looks, at first glance, like any other quarter? The 1995 P Washington quarter stands out because of its perfect strike. Unlike most coins produced in bulk, this quarter was struck with such precision that it exhibits flawless details and exceptional sharpness. This level of quality is almost unheard of in modern coins. Now, here's the kicker: not all 1995 P quarters are worth millions. In fact, finding one in perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Most coins suffer wear and tear, but this rare gem remained pristine, earning it the coveted grade of MS68, near perfection. But wait, how do you know if your 1995 P quarter could be worth a fortune? Could that old jar of coins in your closet be hiding a life-changing jackpot? We'll reveal exactly what to look for in just a moment. If you own a 1995 P Washington quarter, here's what you need to do. First, check for the P mint mark, located just above the date. Next, examine the coin's condition. Coins with minimal scratches, sharp edges, and strong details are what collectors dream of. To verify its grade, you'll need to have it professionally appraised. And no, holding it up to the light and squinting does not count as a professional appraisal. Here's why you need to act fast. Rare coins like this are skyrocketing in value as more collectors enter the market. Waiting too long could mean missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Just imagine, a single quarter turning into $1.3 million. That's not just a coin, it's a golden ticket to the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. So, what will you do? Will you let this moment pass, or will you take the first step toward discovering if you're holding a piece of history? Stick around because I'm about to share the exact steps to get your coin evaluated and potentially sell it for top dollar. Don't underestimate the power of a simple coin. Your 1995 P Washington quarter could change your life. Take action today, check your coins, get them appraised, and who knows? This time next year, you could be the one living the dream, all because you took a moment to look. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more insider tips on rare coins worth millions. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover your next treasure. Your wealth journey starts now, don't miss it. What if I told you that sitting in an old jar, buried in your attic, or forgotten in a drawer, could be a coin worth not just thousands, but $1.2 million? Yes, a humble quarter, just 25 cents, can transform your life. This isn't just any coin. We're talking about the 1996 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. A piece of history that collectors are clamoring for and are willing to pay an astronomical price to own. Now, before you run to your junk drawer and start flipping every quarter like you're in the Olympics, stay with me, because not every 1996 P quarter will make you a millionaire. There's a secret here, and I'm going to reveal it. But first, let's explore how one of these coins sold for $1.2 million, and why collectors will pay more than the cost of a Ferrari for it. Back in 1996, millions of Washington quarters were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mark. To most people, these quarters were nothing special. They were tossed into vending machines, slipped into piggy banks, and jingled in pockets. But a handful of these coins, they were different. These rare gems had tiny, almost imperceptible errors that made them one-of-a-kind masterpieces in the eyes of collectors. One specific coin had a stunning flaw, a double die obverse, making the details appear doubled under magnification. That imperfection transformed an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Fast forward to an elite coin auction just a few years ago. Imagine the excitement in the room as a 1996 P quarter with this rare flaw was unveiled. Bidding started at a modest $10,000 but quickly spiraled out of control. $500,000. $750,000. Finally, the hammer dropped at $1.2 million. Now, let me ask you, what would you do with $1.2 million? Pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Retire early? Well, buckle up, because you might have that golden, or should I say, silver, ticket sitting in your home. But how can you tell if your quarter is one of these rare treasures? Let's dig into the exact signs you need to look for. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Here's what to do. First, look for the P Mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Next, examine the coin closely under magnification. Check for doubling on the obverse, particularly around the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. This doubling is what makes the coin so incredibly valuable. If you spot these features, you could be sitting on a fortune. But even if you don't see them, don't give up hope. Other rare coins, like certain pennies or silver dollars, could also be worth life-changing amounts. It's all about knowing what to look for. Imagine waking up tomorrow, knowing your financial worries are over. This isn't just about selling coins, it's about discovering hidden value and stepping into a lifestyle you've always dreamed of. And let's be real, spending 5 minutes checking your coins is a lot easier than buying a lottery ticket every week, right? The clock is ticking. Every day, coins like this are found and sold for millions. Don't wait for someone else to claim your fortune. Take action now. Subscribe to this channel for insider tips on spotting valuable coins and unlocking your hidden wealth. Like this video, share it with a friend who might just have that golden coin, and let's start changing lives, one rare find at a time. Imagine holding a coin worth $1 million, yes, just one coin. Sound impossible? Well, grab your wallets and dig through your coin jars because the 2021 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is breaking records. And guess what? One of you might unknowingly have a gold mine sitting right in your pocket change. But why is this coin so valuable? And how can you cash in before it's too late? Stick around, because today, we're diving into the fascinating story of this rare treasure, how to identify it, and, most importantly, how you can join the ranks of coin millionaires. The Washington Quarter has been a beloved piece of American history since 1932, but the 2021 D Mint Mark has a story unlike any other. While most quarters minted in Denver are worth 25 cents, this rare variant has collectors battling to bid over $1 million. What makes it so special? Yep, you heard right. A little pocket change stealing the spotlight move over Hollywood. But don't let that fool you into thinking every 2021 D quarter is worth millions. There's a catch, actually, several. And here's the kicker: only a handful of these coins have been verified. Miss one tiny detail, and you could be throwing away your ticket to financial freedom. So, what should you be looking for? First, you need to check the D Mint mark on the coin. Located just under the date, this tiny letter tells you where the coin was minted. But here's where things get tricky: not every D Mint mark makes this coin valuable. The $1 million versions have microscopic errors, barely visible to the naked eye, that make them rare. We're talking about die errors, like misprints or doubling, that occurred during production. These errors transform a regular quarter into a collector's dream. Before we dive into that, let's talk about why timing is everything. The coin market is surging right now. Values for rare coins are climbing faster than ever, and waiting too long could cost you thousands or millions. So, are you ready to learn the secret to spotting these jackpot coins? Alright, here's what you need to do to potentially cash in. First, check the edges and center of your 2021 D quarter for anomalies. Look for doubling on Washington's profile, faint die cracks, or inconsistencies in the lettering. These imperfections might look like flaws, but to collectors, they're golden opportunities. Don't have a microscope? No problem. Many collectors recommend starting with a simple magnifying glass or even your smartphone's camera. And if you spot something suspicious, consult an expert, or better yet, get your coin professionally graded. That's the only way to unlock its full value. Just imagine turning a simple quarter into a life-changing windfall. These coins are fetching jaw-dropping prices at auctions, but here's the catch: they won't stay this valuable forever. The market is competitive, and as more coins are discovered, their rarity will decrease. Act now, or risk missing out. Now that you know the secret behind the 2021 D Washington quarter, it's time to take action. Check your pocket change, your old collections, even that jar of coins hiding in the back of your closet. Your $1 million fortune could be waiting for you. And remember, it's not just about finding rare coins, it's about seizing opportunities that can change your life forever. Want to learn about more hidden treasures? Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because in our next video, we'll reveal another rare coin that could be worth even more. This is your chance to take control, unlock hidden value, and live the life you've always dreamed of. So, what are you waiting for? What if I told you that an old nickel, something you might have casually tossed into a jar or forgotten in a drawer, could be worth a life-changing $1.4 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million. Before you dismiss this as just another too good to be true story, let me ask, have you ever checked the date or mint mark on your old coins? No? Well, that small detail might be the key to unlocking your dream lifestyle. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're diving deep into the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, the coin that's quietly taking the numismatic world by storm. And who knows? This might just be your ticket to a millionaire's lifestyle, but here's the catch: most people will overlook it and lose out. Will that be you? Let's find out. The 1962 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel isn't just another coin. It's a symbol of America's rich history, minted during a time of global tensions in the Cold War era. But what makes it so special? Here's the deal: most Jefferson nickels from 1962 were minted in Philadelphia or Denver. But a select few never received a mint mark, and this tiny error turned these coins into treasures sought after by collectors worldwide. It's like finding a rare autograph hidden in plain sight. Imagine this: your grandfather gives you a dusty jar of coins. You roll your eyes, thinking, great, now I'm a coin babysitter. Little did you know that one of those nickels could have been the golden ticket to retiring early. And now, before you go running to your coin jar, let's dig a little deeper. Here's where things get thrilling. The 1962 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel is considered a numismatic gem because of its scarcity and condition. Collectors and auction houses drool over these coins, especially if they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. In fact, one of these coins recently shattered expectations, selling for over $1 million at auction. Think about that for a second: a single coin turning someone into a millionaire overnight. Why is it worth so much? Rarity. Very few of these coins exist. Condition. Coins with minimal wear command top dollar demand. Serious collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices to own this piece of history. But how do you know if your nickel is the real deal? What signs should you look for? Stick around, because in just a moment, I'll share the 3 steps to identify if you're sitting on $1 million fortune. Now comes the $1 million question, literally. How do you know if you have the 1962 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel? Check the date, flip your nickel and look for the year 1962. This is step 1, you can't skip it. Look for the mint mark, pay close attention. If there's no mint mark under Monticello, on the coin's reverse side, you may be holding something valuable. Evaluate the condition, this is crucial. Coins in mint condition fetch the highest prices. If your coin looks worn or damaged, don't lose hope, it could still be valuable. And now, if you're squinting at your coin and can't even tell which side is heads or tails, you might need a magnifying glass and maybe a little patience. Once you've done these checks, don't just rush to the first buyer. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to certify your coin's value. Certification is the golden stamp that separates a regular nickel from $1 million masterpiece. But here's the kicker: opportunities like this don't last forever. As more collectors hunt for these nickels, their value could skyrocket or disappear entirely. Will you act, or will this opportunity slip through your fingers? Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or building generational wealth, all because of a single nickel you didn't even know you had. That dream could be your reality. So, don't wait. Check your old coin collections today. And if you find that elusive 1962 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel, don't hesitate, get it appraised and change your life. And here's the best part: this isn't the only rare coin worth a fortune. In my next video, I'll reveal another everyday coin that's turning people into millionaires. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. What if I told you that a humble nickel in your pocket could be worth more than a luxury mansion? Yes, you heard that right. A seemingly ordinary 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello Thomas Jefferson nickel has been valued at an astounding $1.5 million. And now, imagine this: you're flipping through your loose change, and you stumble upon a coin that could change your life forever. Sounds like a dream? Keep watching, because this is not just a collector's fantasy, this is reality. But before you start tearing apart your couch cushions, let me ask you, when was the last time you even looked closely at a nickel? Exactly. Most people don't, and that's the first mistake. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this nickel so rare, how to check if you own one, and why collectors are willing to pay millions for it. Oh, and here's the kicker: there might be one hiding in plain sight, right under your nose. Let's set the stage. It's 1964. America is booming, and pocket change is a part of everyday life. Little did anyone know that a small batch of nickels minted that year would go on to become the stuff of legend. But what makes the 1964 Monticello nickel without a mint mark so special? Here's the story. In Philadelphia, the U.S. Mint produced millions of nickels that year, but a rare error led to a small subset being struck with incredibly precise and sharp details, a level of craftsmanship collectors call full steps. This distinction is crucial, as it signifies that the steps on Monticello, Jefferson's home, on the reverse side of the coin are fully visible under magnification. Coins like these are rare, especially without a mint mark. Collectors are obsessed with these coins because most nickels from that era have been worn down by decades of circulation. Finding one in mint or near mint condition is like finding a needle in a haystack, or should I say, a fortune in your spare change. But wait, how can you tell if your nickel is worth millions? Don't go anywhere because I'll break it all down in just a moment. Now, let's talk about grading. The 1964 Monticello nickel's value depends on two critical factors: its condition and whether it has full steps detail. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, and a 1964 nickel with a grade of MS65 or higher, plus those magical full steps, is what makes collectors go wild. And here's where the stakes rise even higher. There are only a handful of these nickels known to exist, which is why they're so valuable. The last known auction sale for one of these coins? A jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Let me put that into perspective. $1.5 million could buy you a sports car, a private island, or, let's be honest, enough avocado toast to last a lifetime. But here's the thing, the window of opportunity to cash in on these coins won't last forever. The market for rare coins is like a roller coaster. 1 minute, it's soaring, the next, it's slowing down. If you think you might have one of these nickels, you need to act fast. Imagine holding onto a potential fortune and missing your chance because you didn't take the time to check. What if your $1 million nickel is sitting in an old jar somewhere, gathering dust? And just how do you ensure you're not passing up a life-changing opportunity? I'll show you exactly how to identify one of these rare coins right after this. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for: how to check if your nickel is one of these rare treasures. To examine the year, start by looking at the date. 1964 is a must. Check for the mint mark. There should be no mint mark on the coin. If you see a D or S, sorry, but it's not the one we're looking for. Inspect the steps, grab a magnifying glass and look at Monticello on the reverse side. Can you see the full steps clearly? If they're sharp and unbroken, congratulations, you've got something special. Condition matters. Is your coin shiny and free of scratches or dents? The closer it is to mint condition, the higher its value. And hey, if you're squinting and thinking, do I even own a magnifying glass? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many local coin dealers will evaluate your nickel for you. So, what's next? If you think you found a 1964 no mint mark Monticello nickel with full steps, don't just toss it back in your jar of change. Take action. Get it graded by a professional and consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house, and remember, fortunes favor the bold. The next time you're sorting through spare change, take a closer look. You might just discover the key to your dream lifestyle. Imagine the possibilities: paying off debts, traveling the world, or simply living life on your terms, and who knows? That small coin in your pocket right now might be the start of your $1 million story. How would you feel if I told you a tiny piece of metal hiding in your pocket or drawer could change your life forever? Could a simple nickel be your golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle? One man's 1990 P. Monticello Thomas Jefferson nickel sold for an eye-popping $1.2 million. And this rare coin might just be sitting in your loose change right now. But wait, don't run to your piggy bank just yet. Because in this video, we'll uncover the hidden secrets behind this $1 million coin, the surprising story of how it earned its fortune, and how you can spot one yourself. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you might just find yourself holding a fortune in your hands. Let me take you back to the year 1990, a time when cell phones were the size of bricks, the internet was still a baby, and gas cost $1.15 a gallon. Among all that, something incredible was quietly happening at the Philadelphia Mint. A batch of Jefferson nickels was being struck, but in a twist of fate, one coin emerged different from the rest. It carried a minting error, making it the equivalent of a priceless diamond in the coin world. And now, before you roll your eyes and say, "A nickel is a nickel," let me hit you with this. The specific error on this coin was so rare that experts claim fewer than 5 may even exist today. So, what made it worth $1.2 million? Here's the thing. Not everyone even knows what to look for, and people have unknowingly spent fortunes on coffee, groceries, or toll booths. Could you have made the same mistake? Let's dive into the details. What made this 1990 P. Monticello nickel so special? It all comes down to a critical flaw. The coin in question had a weakly struck Monticello building design, but what really set it apart was an unusual, almost ghostly P mint mark. Experts describe this error as struck through grease, which means the die used to mint the coin wasn't properly cleaned. Here's where it gets interesting and a bit ironic. Errors like these often went unnoticed because they looked cheap. People simply dismissed them as factory defects. But collectors? Oh, they see treasure where others see trash. A quirky animation shows a cartoon man accidentally spending his rare nickel on a soda machine. Can you imagine handing over $1 million coin for a can of soda? That's the kind of mistake that would keep me awake for years. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but why is it worth so much? Great question. The answer lies in supply and demand. There are only a handful of these coins known to exist, and collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping sums for them. In fact, one such nickel went to auction and smashed records with its $1.2 million price tag. Which brings us to the burning question: how do you know if you have one? Don't worry, I've got you covered, but first, there's something else you need to know. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for: how to tell if your nickel is the jackpot. Grab your coins and follow these steps carefully. On the front of the coin, above Monticello, you should see a faint but visible P mint mark. If it's missing or looks unusual, your heart should be racing right about now. Look closely. Does the design appear faint, weakly struck, or uneven? This is the hallmark of the rare error. If you're still unsure, a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can reveal details the naked eye can't see. Now, before you get dollar signs in your eyes, remember, condition matters. Even the tiniest scratch could reduce its value. So, how do you sell one of these rare treasures without getting scammed? Let's talk strategy. First, don't rush. Selling a rare coin isn't as simple as listing it online. You'll want to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will certify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which directly impacts its market value. Next, consider auctioning your coin through a reputable auction house. Heritage Auctions, Stacksbowers, or Great Collections specialize in high-value coins and can connect you with the right buyers. Remember, the right buyer can make all the difference between a five-figure payday and $1 million windfall. Imagine walking away with a check that could pay off your mortgage, send your kids to college, or let you retire early. That's the power of spotting the right coin. So, what are you waiting for? That coin in your pocket might be the key to a life you've only dreamed of. Take action today, start checking your change, and don't ignore the hidden treasures in your hands. Hit the like button if you found this inspiring, and subscribe for more tips on uncovering wealth in the most unexpected places. Who knows? Your story could be the next one we share. You stumble across an old nickel, one you've probably overlooked 1,000 times. But this time, it's different. This nickel could be worth over $1.30 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1996 P. Monticello Thomas Jefferson nickel could turn your loose change into a life-changing fortune. But here's the kicker: most people don't even know they have it. Now, before you start digging through couch cushions like a mad scientist, let me ask, what if I told you this coin could be sitting quietly in a dusty drawer, or even your pocket right now? Stick with me for the next 10 minutes as we uncover what makes this nickel so extraordinary, why it's worth millions, and how you can find out if you're holding the golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. To truly understand why this nickel is so valuable, we need to rewind the clock to 1996. This was a year of incredible innovation, political shifts, and, unbeknownst to most, a hidden treasure minted into circulation. The 1996 P. Monticello nickel bears the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, but there's more to it than meets the eye. You see, a microscopic error, an error so rare it slipped through the cracks at the U.S. Mint, catapulted this coin into legendary status. But what is this mysterious error, and how did it make one nickel worth more than some luxury homes? Hold that thought. The answer lies in the coin's reverse side. Look closely at Monticello Jefferson's iconic estate. On these rare nickels, there's a nearly invisible misalignment in the minting, coupled with a unique die clash error. This error, combined with its near-pristine condition, is what sets it apart. A collector recently paid over $1.3 million for this exact coin at an auction. Now, let me ask you, what if you had one of these nickels but didn't know its value? Would you accidentally spend it on a pack of gum, letting someone else claim your fortune? Scary thought, right? And before you say, oh, I'd never let that happen, let me remind you, how many times have you handed over loose change without a second glance? Exactly. Let's keep going. So, how can you find out if you're holding this million-dollar marvel? It starts with action. Step 1. Check every 1996 nickel for a small P mint mark on the obverse, right next to Jefferson's profile. That indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Step 2. Inspect the coin's condition. The fewer scratches and wear marks, the more valuable it is. Serious collectors crave pristine examples. Step 3. Look for the telltale Monticello misalignment or die clash on the reverse side. If you're unsure, consult a trusted coin appraiser or use a magnification tool to inspect the details. Finding this coin could mean no more endless 9-to-5 grind, no more stressing over bills, and no more dreaming about a better life. It becomes your reality. But here's the thing, time is ticking. Rare coins like these are only getting harder to find. Right now, collectors are scouring every nook and cranny to track down this elusive nickel. Could it be hiding in your pocket, waiting for you to discover it? Don't wait for someone else to seize this golden, or should I say, nickel-plated opportunity. Start searching today, and if you're serious about uncovering other rare coins worth thousands, or even millions, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. This is your ticket to learning the secrets of rare coin wealth and transforming your life, one coin at a time. Imagine a coin that could transform your life overnight, a tiny piece of history sitting in your drawer, waiting to make you a millionaire. Yes, a simple 2002 mint mark Monticello nickel. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that one of these rare coins has been sold for an astonishing $1.4 million? Are you sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it? Or, as my grandma would say, who needs a genie when your spare change is granting wishes? But seriously, let's dive in. Before we dive into the exciting details, let's set the stage. You might think, a nickel? Worth $1.4 million? That sounds absurd. And yet, rare coins like the 2002 mint mark Monticello nickel have defied all odds at auctions. Why? Because of their rarity, their story, and yes, because someone was smart enough to recognize their hidden value. But what makes this particular nickel so unique? What separates it from the billions of nickels jingling in pockets across America? Stick with me, because the answer might just change your life. Let's get into the nuts and bolts. The 2002 mint mark Monticello nickel became legendary not just because it's rare but because of key features that make it an outlier. First, the mint mark. The D indicates it was minted in Denver. But it's not just any 2002 nickel, it has a unique flaw, a striking error that collectors go wild for. Now, you might be wondering, how do you even spot an error nickel? Do you need a PhD in coinology? Spoiler alert, no, you don't. You just need your eyes, patience, and maybe a little luck. Here's the thing, these nickels are so subtle that 99.9% of people miss them. Imagine throwing away $1.4 million because you didn't take a second look at your spare change. Scary thought, isn't it? But don't worry. That doesn't have to be you. With the right know-how, you can identify these rare coins in cash in big time. I'll show you how to recognize the signs, so you're not leaving life-changing money on the table. Now, why is this nickel worth $1.4 million? It all boils down to supply and demand. Collectors seek coins with errors because they tell a story, an accidental masterpiece. In the case of the 2002 Monticello nickel, it's the double die error and other minting imperfections that make it one of a kind. But here's the twist, this isn't the only coin worth millions. In fact, some pennies, dimes, and even quarters could be hiding in your change right now with values that would blow your mind. Stay tuned for more examples that might surprise you. So, how can you start hunting for these treasures? Here's a quick guide, check the mint mark. Always look for the D or S, these often signify smaller mint batches. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot double die strikes or other imperfections. Research online. Platforms like eBay or professional auction sites can give you an idea of what collectors are paying. Pattern interrupt, light humor of course. If you find a nickel with an actual gold nugget attached, call me first. Your journey could start today. Imagine discovering that your forgotten jar of coins is the key to the lifestyle you've always dreamed of, a life free from financial stress, full of possibilities. So, here's your next step. Don't let procrastination rob you of an opportunity. Check your coins, do your research, and start today. Because someone out there just turned a nickel into $1.4 million. And who knows? The next millionaire collector might just be you. Subscribe for more secrets on rare coins and hidden treasures. Your dream life could be one nickel away. 1 penny. Just one. could change your life forever. What if I told you the penny sitting in your jar, gathering dust, could be worth a staggering $1.4 million? That's not a typo, $1.4 million for a single 1976 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could this be your golden ticket to wealth? Before you dismiss it, consider this: coins like these have turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. What if you're sitting on a hidden treasure right now and don't even know it? Stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll not only show you how to spot this rare gem, but also what makes it worth such an incredible fortune. Also, let's settle something up front: no, licking your old coins won't make you any richer. Let's leave that to the experts. Let's start with a little backstory. The 1976 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny comes from the Denver Mint, one of America's most iconic coin producers. This penny, minted during the nation's bicentennial, was designed to commemorate a time of historical significance. But here's the twist: what sets this coin apart is an incredibly rare production error. This 1 in a billion mistake has turned this ordinary penny into a collector's dream. But what exactly is the error? And how can you tell if your penny has it? Let's dive in. This isn't just any 1976 penny. To fetch that life-changing price tag, your penny must have a specific and rare flaw. Experts call it a die error, a tiny imperfection caused during the minting process. Think of it like a fingerprint that makes your coin utterly unique and ridiculously valuable. Now, before you grab a magnifying glass and spend your evening squinting at pennies, here's a quick sanity check. Have you checked your junk drawer lately? No, seriously. Many of these treasures have been found in the most unexpected places. And if you're thinking, surely, my old pennies aren't worth anything, think again. The last person who cashed in on this rare coin had no idea they were sitting on a fortune until they had it appraised. Now, here's the step-by-step guide to spotting a $1 million penny. Check the year. Look for the year 1976. This is non-negotiable. Spot the mint mark. Is there a tiny D below the year? That's your first clue. Inspect for errors. Look for doubling on the letters or numbers, Liberty or In God We Trust. Die errors are the golden ticket here. But here's the kicker: finding these details isn't enough. You need one final step to ensure your penny is the real deal. If you think you've hit the jackpot, do not sell your coin to just anyone. The wrong appraisal could mean losing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars. You'll need a trusted numismatic expert, a professional coin grader, to authenticate and value your penny. And no, taking it to your neighbor Bob who collects nickels doesn't count. Imagine the moment when they hand you a certificate of authenticity and tell you, "Congratulations, this penny is worth $1.4 million. What would you do next? Pay off debt? Travel the world? Build your dream home? The possibilities are endless. Time is ticking. Every year, more rare coins disappear into private collections, never to be sold again. That means the window of opportunity is shrinking fast. If you don't check your coins now, someone else will. So, what are you waiting for? Grab that jar of coins. Look through your pocket change. Check your drawers, car seats, and every forgotten piggy bank. Your $1 million penny could be waiting for you. And if you do find one, well, let's just say, your story might be the next one we feature on this channel. Imagine holding a penny in your hand worth $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny. Not a rare diamond, not a vintage car, a 1-cent coin. Could it be sitting in your piggy bank, forgotten in an old drawer, or hiding in plain sight in your coin jar? Today, we're diving into the mysterious 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Stick around because this could be the life-changing treasure you've been looking for. The story begins in the heart of the United States Mint, a place dedicated to perfection. But in 1980, something extraordinary happened. An error. A mistake. A penny was minted without the signature D or S mint mark that tells collectors where it was made. Normally, these mint marks are mandatory. Yet, somehow, a batch slipped through undetected. It was just a penny then, but today it's a millionaire's dream. But here's the kicker: it wasn't just one penny. Several made it into circulation, and they look like any other penny you'd find in your pocket change. No extra shine. No unusual weight. Just ordinary. Or so it seems. Let's be honest. How many of you are suddenly thinking, I should check every penny in the house? Don't worry, you're not alone. So, what makes this coin worth $1.5 million? It's the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and mystery. Coin collectors, often called numismatists, go wild over minting errors because they're unintentional and therefore incredibly rare. And rare equals valuable. Think about it. A Picasso painting isn't valuable just because it's beautiful, it's because it's unique. The 1980 no mint mark penny? It's like the Picasso of US coins. Auction houses have seen bids soar into the millions for this tiny piece of copper. And the best part? There's no clear record of how many exist. It's a treasure hunt with an uncertain jackpot. Now, before you go grabbing your magnifying glass, let's make one thing clear. No, not every penny without a mint mark is worth millions. So, don't quit your job just yet. But how do you know if you have the one? You'll want to look closely for a few key signs, and we'll reveal those in just a moment. This is where it gets real. Experts believe only a handful of these coins still exist. Every day, coins are being lost, thrown away, or damaged. The clock is ticking, literally. What if yours is sitting in a jar in your attic, slowly corroding? Now, here's what you need to do. Step 1. Pull out every penny you own. Yes, every single one. Step 2. Examine the date 1980 and check for the missing mint mark. If you think you found one, it's time to consult an expert. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which directly affects its value. But here's the twist, some copies of this penny are worth more than others. Why? It all comes down to condition, history, and a hidden feature. Stick with me, and I'll reveal the secret that separates a good find from a life-changing one. And here's the thing, collectors are actively hunting for this coin. Some are offering rewards just to find one. So, what are you waiting for? If you don't check, someone else might, like the lucky person who turned 1 cent into $1.5 million. The world is full of hidden treasures, and this could be your chance to change your life with just a penny. Don't let fear or doubt stop you from taking action. Go check your coins. Who knows? That small act could lead to the wealth and freedom you've always dreamed of. And hey, even if you don't find $1 million penny, at least you'll have the cleanest coin jar on the block, right? A single penny tucked away in your old jar or slipped into your change at the grocery store, now worth $1.3 million. Sounds like fantasy, right? But here's the catch, it's not. And you might be holding one right now without even realizing it. Here's a question for you, how often do you check the dates on your pennies? I mean, really check? Not just, oh, it's a penny, toss it in the jar. I'll bet that habit changes after today. Stick around, because over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why this rare 1997 D. Lincoln penny has collectors shelling out over $1 million. And more importantly, how you can find out if you're holding onto a fortune without even knowing it. So, what makes this little copper coin worth more than most people's homes? It's not magic. It's something far rarer, an error. Wait, did you just think, an error? That's it? My printer makes errors all the time, and nobody's throwing money at me. But hear me out. This specific coin has a minting error so rare, it's practically 1 in a million. In this case, a double die reverse, a misprint so subtle, you'd need a trained eye or a magnifying glass to spot it. Think about it, how many pennies pass through your hands every year? And how many did you overlook? Hey, just curious, how many of you are already reaching for your wallets or coin jars? Don't worry, I'll wait. In 2024, one lucky collector struck gold, or, well, copper, when this rare penny sold for $1.3 million at an auction. That's right. A single cent brought in over $1 million. And the best part? These coins weren't all snatched up decades ago. People are still finding them today. Now, here's what you need to do to find out if you have one of these valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Check the year and mint mark, Look for the year 1997 and the D-mint mark under Lincoln's profile. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a smartphone zoom to look for doubling on the back of the coin, especially around the words and Lincoln Memorial. Verify authenticity. If you think you've got one, contact a certified coin appraiser immediately. Don't try to clean it, that could ruin its value. But wait, how do you know the difference between a $1 million coin and a look-alike that's worth, well, just a penny? Stay tuned, because in a moment, I'll show you the 3 critical details that separate the real deal from a dud. Oh, and while you're at it, don't just stop at pennies. Your old nickels, dimes, and quarters might be hiding treasures too, but that's a story for another day. A simple penny that could change your life. Pay off debts, fund your dream home, or retire early. All because you took 10 minutes to inspect your coins. The clock is ticking. How many more of these $1 million pennies are out there, waiting to be found? Don't leave your financial future to chance. Start searching today. And if you think you found one of these rare pennies, share your discovery in the comments below. Who knows? Your story might just be the next one we feature. Imagine holding a penny worth nearly $600,000. Yes, a single cent, sitting unnoticed in your pocket or coin jar, could change your life forever. Today, we're uncovering the mysterious 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, one of the rarest coins in U.S. history, and why collectors are willing to pay a jaw-dropping $588,790 for it. Don't miss a single second, because this could be your golden opportunity. Now, let's step back for a moment. You might be asking yourself, how on earth could a coin that's only 11 years old fetch such an insane price? It's not ancient. It's not made of gold. Yet, collectors are going crazy over it. Well, here's the thing: rare coins like this aren't just about age or material. They're about mistakes, uniqueness, and timing, and in 2013, a mistake at the US Mint created a coin so rare that even seasoned collectors doubted its existence, until now. And before you start flipping over your couch cushions looking for pennies, don't worry, we'll show you exactly how to spot one. No treasure maps or pirate hats required. But first, let's uncover the secret that makes this coin worth more than a Lamborghini. Because without it, your penny is just a penny. In 2013, most Lincoln pennies were struck at the Denver and Philadelphia mints, marked by tiny D or P symbols beneath the date. But a few escaped this system, produced without any mint mark at all. This error, combined with pristine condition and market demand, catapulted these coins into the Numismatic Hall of Fame. Think of it like a printing mistake on a rare book. It makes the ordinary extraordinary, but here's the kicker: even experts aren't sure how many of these no mint mark pennies exist. That mystery fuels even more demand. And when demand skyrockets, so does the price. Here's where it gets real: collectors are scouring auctions and estate sales for this coin as we speak. Waiting too long to check your pennies could mean watching someone else cash in, while you're left wondering, what if? But here's the $1 million, or rather, $500,000 question: how can you tell if your coin is the one? Stick with me, because coming up, I'll reveal the exact steps to identify this rare gem. So, how can you tell if you've struck it rich? Here are 3 quick steps. Check the year. Start by examining the date on your penny. It must read 2013. Look for the mint mark, or rather, the absence of one. A missing P or D under the date could mean you're holding a no mint mark penny. Assess the condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Consider sending yours to a professional grading service to confirm its rarity. If your coin checks all these boxes, congratulations, you could be sitting on a $588,790 jackpot. And hey, if you don't find the right penny today, don't worry, at least you've decluttered your couch cushions. Win-win, right? Once you've confirmed your coin's authenticity, it's time to cash in. High-end auctions, online marketplaces, or private collectors are your best bets. Just imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Dream home? Early retirement? A vacation that lasts forever? Opportunities like this don't come around often. The 2013 no mint mark penny is more than just loose change. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. But you have to act fast, because the clock is ticking. Now it's your turn. Start checking your change, your coin jars, even the forgotten stash in your car. And if you found something special, share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin insights, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Your dream life could be just one penny away. What if I told you, a single penny in your pocket could be worth almost $500,000? Yes, you heard that right, $488,797 for a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, but here's the catch, not every penny is worth a fortune. Could you be holding a hidden treasure, or just loose change? Stick with me to uncover the truth, you won't want to miss this. Let's rewind for a moment. The year is 2016, a presidential election rocks the nation, Pokemon Go takes the world by storm, and quietly, the US Mint releases millions of Lincoln pennies, but there's one variation that defies all odds, the no-mint mark penny. At first glance, it looks ordinary, simple, unassuming, a tiny copper-coated piece of metal. But this little coin has a secret that collectors would pay nearly $500,000 to own. But what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth more than the car you drive, the house you live in, or the vacation of your dreams? Hold on to that thought, we'll get there soon. And now, let's talk numbers. A typical 2016 Lincoln penny is worth, well, a penny. But this no-mint mark variation, when in perfect condition, recently fetched $488,797 at auction. Let that sink in. Someone literally paid enough to buy a Lamborghini for a coin most of us would walk past on the street. What's driving this insane value? It all boils down to rarity, condition, and demand. Coins without a mint mark are rare errors, and when combined with pristine condition, they're like hitting the collector's jackpot. But here's the thing, not all no-mint mark pennies are created equal. Some might fetch a few $100s, while others are nearly priceless. So, how can you tell if your penny is the real deal? We'll dive into the exact steps you need to take in just a moment, but first, let's bust a common myth. Many people think any old penny is worth thousands. Unfortunately, that's not the case. To find out if your coin is valuable, start by looking at its condition. Does it look flawless, like it just left the mint? That's key. Next, check for the absence of a mint mark. Flip your coin, do you see a tiny D or P under the date? If not, you might be holding a no mint mark error coin, but there's one more crucial factor, and here's where most people get it wrong. Even if your penny looks perfect, it needs to be certified by a professional grading service. Why? Because collectors won't pay top dollar without proof. It's like trying to sell a diamond with no receipt. Good luck convincing someone it's not just glass. Once your coin is certified, the next step is to find the right marketplace. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or online platforms such as eBay can connect you with eager collectors. And remember, timing is everything. Rare coins like this don't stay on the market for long, and competition can drive the price even higher. But before you rush to sell, there's one final twist that could make or break your fortune. Here's the bottom line, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. Imagine finding this coin, cashing in, and changing your life forever, but dreams only become reality for those who take action. So, here's what you need to do: check your collection. Don't assume, it's better to know for sure. Get your coins graded. This step separates the amateurs from the pros. Sell smart. Work with reputable platforms to maximize your profit. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Are you ready to find it? Start digging through your pennies today, because opportunities like this don't come often.